Let me tell you a little secret. So I lost my job, but I secured a role within 24 hours. It was not luck. It was a strategy that I've used throughout my whole community management career. And it's a strategy that I use because whether I'm in a role or out of role, whatever happens, I know that I'm safe and I'm fine. And because of this strategy, I'm able to create my own opportunities and find other opportunities and have that consistently coming all the time. And that's what I want for you. So let's just get into the 3 steps on how to do that. So step one, first step is positioning, and this is something you need to get right. Typically what happens is community managers, they create a CV, they apply to a few roles or maybe even a lot of roles. And when they don't hear back, they question like whether they're good enough and what is everyone else doing that they're not doing. But the real issue isn't your experience. It is how your experience is positioned. What you need to do instead is build a clear positioning as a community manager. And it's going to help in every single aspect of your career. Everything. It's going to be the fundamental difference between you growing and you not growing and finding a role as well. So the benefit of doing it this way is that your experience basically becomes aligned with what the business is actually looking for, which means that they actually see you. Like instead of you trying to compete against hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other people, they can actually just identify and see you compared to all of those hundreds of people. You stand out. And hiring managers like actually want to meet with you. You will actually get conversations. You start actually hearing back. And being seen again amongst the competition is just obviously a major benefit. And you just feel, instead of feeling completely stuck at the beginning, you feel like you're actually going to progress and get somewhere, and those opportunities are going to start presenting themselves, opening up to you. So one of our community managers, Jennifer, recently got a win on just doing this. She positioned herself strategically. She went through that strategy and very quickly secured an interview at honestly the most amazing company. I'm very excited for her. She shared this in the private program, as you can see here, and saying that she was incredibly excited because of her new resume built around that strategy. So step two is opportunity. Once you have that strategy there, you want to be able to apply it and actually get those opportunities and open yourself up to many, expose yourself to many different opportunities. And most people rely completely on job boards, which is not something that you should ignore, but not just rely on it fully. And they maybe apply to one or a few different roles, maybe get an interview, and then when that doesn't work out or when they don't hear back at all, they're just back to square one, and it's very frustrating and it can feel like you're progressing absolutely nowhere. And this makes the entire process very slow, very exhausting, and pretty much dependent on luck. What you should do differently is build a structured opportunity kind of pipeline engine. And the reality is that many opportunities out there aren't advertised. They aren't advertised. Yes, continue on those job boards, do that too, but the reality is a lot of the opportunities out there are not advertised at all. And that's why creating your own opportunities gives you the biggest edge. It gives you just the biggest edge. It's the reason why I specifically know that I'm always being able to find a role or a new opportunity whenever I want to, or if something comes up, I'm constantly looking out, and my career will just progress and progress and progress how I want it. It allows you to take that control of your own career, right? Rather than feeling like it's relying on what's just out there at the time, or whenever you need a role, someone else just decided to maybe, leave you hanging out to dry. So really the key takeaway is this approach ensures that you have multiple opportunities going on at a time. And it's just a lot more flexible because you get to choose your career. Like you get to progress that along. And that is something that we see a lot of success with. And I personally have seen a lot of success with implementing the strategy to find your own opportunities. So number 3 is conversion. The last step is conversion. Now, say you've got your positioning, you've got your opportunities, and you're starting to get those interviews or those conversations. And even when those great opportunities arise, many community managers really struggle at this phase because they struggle to really communicate their value in a live setting. Even if they've got their positioning done on paper, they panic, they undersell themselves, their experience, they fail to clearly communicate their impact, and sometimes even just lack confidence. But refining how you communicate your impact, and practicing, and even in like real life scenarios, you can confidently demonstrate your value, and you can leave those conversations knowing that you did everything you could, said everything that you wanted to say in the way that you know would have created the most impact, and put yourself in front, giving yourself the best chance to be in front of everyone else that you're up against. Or if you're generating your own opportunities, you shouldn't even have that competition there, going for you. So you being able to communicate that will just convert those opportunities too. So either way, job boards, going through advertised roles, creating your own opportunities, this is like a must, being able to convert those into something that actually means you get something by the end of it. So instead of hoping that everything works out, you know that you can even maybe choose between the best opportunities. So this 3-step strategy with positioning, opportunity, and conversion, it's something I've not just used once. It's something that you will learn and use throughout your whole career. And it will make such a massive difference to you in your career, securing a role right now, even getting promotions later, securing a role later when you need one, finding opportunities when you don't need one, but you want something different. Like it just makes that those opportunities come to you. It just makes you take control of your career. And that's something that I am dedicated to help community managers with. A lot of the time we don't even know that we can. A lot of people don't even realize, and we don't want to be pushed around by others dictating our own career. Why aren't you finding opportunities or getting the role that you want? I've created a quiz just specifically for you to find out why. And I've linked it in the description below. So if you want to take that quiz, it's very short. Feel free.